I blurred? Shit, don't even matter. Quick video, quick hit. I've been going through some significant changes lately. But I think I came to a conclusion, man. I'm not going to sit here and say that studying astrology or meditating with crystals or burning sage or any of that, I ain't going to sit there and say none of that works. I'm not going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Some people found success off of that, you know, tarot card readings and things of that nature. But what I've learned for myself is when I started questioning the fact that you have to pray outside of yourself, when I started questioning that fact, it opened up a lot of doors. Because they say the kingdom of heaven is within you. You know, we're made in its image. All of that. So when you're praying outside of yourself, like, it feels kind of weird if you're already blessed with everything. So once I started questioning that, of course, it took me through this wild rabbit hole, you know what I'm saying? I started seeing signs and everything, whatever. And what I figured out is, it's not the fact that you believe that you're a God. You just have to believe that you are part of the higher source, or the higher power, or God's faculty. We'll call it that. You just gotta believe that you're part of that. Because like me, I've been sober for a whole month now. Like a whole month I've been sober. But the urge to stop drinking just came out of the blue. Like, it wasn't no... The urge to stop eating sweets, that everything just came out of the blue. So I think once I figured out, like, hey, like, I'm a part of this. Like, we're all made in his image, so just like Jesus roamed the earth and tried to put people on game, I'm not going to sit here and say Jesus was down here asking people to praise him like how we do. I think Jesus was trying to put people on game, like, hey, man, you know what? I got right with God, man. Hey, things is beautiful, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he was out here preaching like, hey, I am the person y'all need to praise. Or I don't even think he was saying you can't get to God unless you come through me. I don't even think he was saying that the way churches preach that. The way churches be like, oh, you can't get to God unless you go through Jesus. Like, that sounds like something a nigga now would say. Like, in today's world. I don't think Jesus was that conceited to where he was like, yeah, man, you can't even talk to him unless you talk to me. Like, I don't think he was middleman in the blessings like that. So, but yeah, once this is what I feel. Because like I said, I just stopped everything that wasn't good for me, everything that just wasn't, and I ain't even sitting there saying like I'm spiritual miracle, holier than thou type thing. It's just that I cut out a lot of stuff. I cut out a lot of stuff that was messing up my body, you know what I'm saying? Like, I cut out a lot of stuff. Out the blue, though. Like, let's say one day I'm drinking champagne and IPAs and I'm mixing them together. The next day is like, bro, I do not have the urge for this. I don't want none of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want to touch none of this no more. And it, you know, and it just happened out the blue. But it happened, because let's say I started questioning that, let's say November last year. Around my birthday, and I was just drinking just because it was my birthday. I didn't even want alcohol. But just because it was my birthday, I was forcing stuff back. The whole month of February, I was just forcing myself to go buy the drink, because I'm like, man, I'm celebrating. Knowing this ain't the really way I want to celebrate. Like, I really didn't want to celebrate that way. But that's how I was celebrating. And then, you know what I'm saying? Come the middle of March, I was just like, bro, what am I doing, bro? I really don't want this. Like, I'm forcing myself to do this. I really don't want this. And that's when I found out, like, yo, it ain't, you know, we made in his image and that the kingdom of heaven is within you. Then once you figure out, like, hey, you are a part of this, it's just that you down here in this earthly realm, so yeah, you can get distracted of who you are and what you are. It's easy to get distracted. There's hoes around here, there's drugs, there's money, there's all type of shit around here, man. There's evil ways to get the money, or, well, yeah, I call it evil ways to get the money. Hell, I call it evil. Shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was a nigga that had a fetish of robbing shit. I used to love robbing shit. Like, it's just, that shit was just fun. It was like, man, fuck it. If I can't get it, I'll just get it off a nigga. That's not the right way to get it, but shit, that's how I lived for a while. You know what I mean? I lived like that for a minute. So, but once you figure out, like, all right, bro, and like I said, you ain't got to be holier than thou. You ain't got to be quoting the Bible every goddamn 5 seconds and shit. Like, you ain't really got to do all that. It's just that you got to know that you a part of this. Like, obviously God, well, maybe God made languages. So cuss words, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? Say them, just don't go overboard. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't got to be one of those, hey, you know them type. You ain't got to really be that. And that's what I'm figuring out. Like, once you figure out, like, all right, I am a part of the source. I am a part of this. Like, you know what I'm saying? He sent me down here. Because just like Jesus in the Bible, he was gone for 18 years or something like that. So, yeah, he might have, he might have been out there wilding the fuck out. And then got his mind right. That's how I feel. Like, Jesus might have been out this bitch wilding the fuck out. They said, but people came and took him or whatever, but shit, ain't no telling what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no telling. I ain't the best when it comes to breaking down the Bible, but this is just how I'm saying. This is how I feel. If it went down, this is how I feel it went down. You know what I'm saying? He just got away. Like, all right, he was the chosen one. He didn't realize he was the chosen one. So shit, he was out here wilding the fuck out until he realized he was the chosen one. That's how I feel. But yeah, that was just a quick. I just wanted to get on here and say that shit while I was sitting there thinking about it. Like, man, you ain't like just you a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you gotta find your way. You know what I'm saying? Just like in this life, man. Sometimes you born in a community that you ain't really fucking with. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it takes for you to get older and actually go out and do shit that you like to do, and then you finally find your tribe. Same thing with the spiritual stuff, man. You're a kid, you're born under some spiritual guidelines that your parents or your grandparents follow. Might not really mix with you. You might not really understand it. You might not really feel it when they be forcing you to go to church. Then you get older, and then you just kind of break it down, put the pieces together, and then you be like, hey, this resonates with me right here. You know what I'm saying? I rock with this. Because I don't really think God made all these different religions. Like, why would he? Well, I know he didn't, but like, why would that even be a thing that God would want? You know what I'm saying? Like, he just wants you to do right. He just wants you to live your authentic self, bro. That's why I just feel like he wants you to be what he brought you down here to be. Like, hey, man, don't worry about what the crowd doing. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying? Do what you do. Just make sure you do it well. And of course, if you're doing like evil shit, nah, he ain't gonna like that. But you chose to go that route. We all got choices. Life is based on decisions. So we all got choices. Like, you can choose to do some shit. You can choose not to do some shit. You know what I'm saying? Nigga tell you to eat Brussels sprouts and you know you don't fuck with Brussels sprouts. It's your choice to say no. Just the same thing with good and evil. Hell, nigga tell you, hey, go do some evil shit for this money. It's a choice. Nigga ain't put no gun in your head. It's just like, hey, nigga, you want to be rich? Do this. And if you do it, that's that. But there's ways to get rich without doing the shit. That's just how I feel, bro. So, yeah, this is just a quick little hit. Like I said, man, like, once I felt like that, everything shifted, man. I watch what I eat. I don't eat sweets. I'm over here drinking a goddamn probiotic ginger and lemon sparkle from Trader Joe's. Like, I just changed. Everything just drastically changed within 48 hours, bro. One day I just woke up and was like, man, I ain't fucking with none of that shit that I was fucking with. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at all type of shit. I was like, bro, I ain't with none of that shit, bro. I ain't fucking with none of that, bro. I just don't want to do it no more. But it was out the blue, bro. It was out the blue. And ever since then, I feel like I'm tapping back into my inner child that's been, you know, suppressed this whole time. Now I actually feel like I'm tapping back into him. I'm going to the gym. I'm hooping out on niggas. I'm drawing again. I'm playing instruments. I'm doing all type of stuff now. Just because, you know what I'm saying, I tapped back into me, which God wanted me to be. That's why I was born at the time I was born. That's why my soul came down here when it came down here. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to do what I'm supposed to do. So, yeah. But, you know, skyborn over all. You see the hoodie, the SBOA way. That's all I wanted to say, man. So, that's it. Let me get back to this Anita Baker, man.